Coming up, Latha Saf sheds some light on big changes to the school coming this summer. Eric's Daughtery debates whether or not masks will be in style by the time August comes around. Dantes Fuller lines up some of the best opinions at Rice regarding the computer apps course's new replacement. Tribal retraces our steps in the 2021 school recap. Consolo brings us his spring sports progress report. And finally, Nelson digs through the vault to bring you some of the greatest moments in Brother Rice sports history. All of this and more in this year's final edition of the Chieftain Live.
Come on, cheer up. It's almost Halloween. In 1 day and 3 hours, it's almost candy time.
Man, I don't even care. Check out my new ball.
Speaking of so, have you decided on Krypton or Skulcer? Rawr, rawr.
I don't think I'm going trick-or-treating this year, man.
What? Come on, Ian, you're going to break a 6-year streak?
Yeah, 6-year streak of getting egged.
Oh. Face this squid.
Good afternoon, Brother Rice. My name is Braden Willis, and once again, welcome to another episode of the Chieftain Live, where today we've got some of the most fun and informative content all year in store for you. Without wasting any time, let's hop straight into it. The 2020 to 2021 school year has been a wild ride for sure, and with the speed that the times are going at, some people may have a hard time even remembering the biggest events that took place during the school year. With all of the shutdowns, the school years seem very broken up. But Tribal is here to put it back together piece by piece in his school year recap.
This year has been one wild ride, to starting off unsure about how long we'd be in person for, to all tons of distance learnings, and finally ending the year with final exams. A lot has happened this year. Some would say it's too much to keep track of. That's what I'm here for. Here's the school's year's total recap. Starting off strong, everyone was back in class. We even adapted to the new school year. Masks were in order, but other than that, we were back to being normal. Due to the cancellation of in-person school last spring, the Band of Brothers held their election and nominated Rocco Amelia as president, along with Blaise Blazinski and Luke Dudley as vice president. The football team had a very successful year with an astounding record of 8-2. Despite the COVID restriction, field day continued outdoors with Brendan taking the crown. However, around November and December, things took a quick turn when Governor Whitmer forced us to shut down due to the rising cases of COVID-19. Numbers continued to rise, so we held an online raffle and met our goal, earning another Super Bowl day off. With 2020 finishing online, finals were canceled, but the dumpster fire that was 2020 was officially over. As the new year started, we were finally ready to go back in person. Winter sports were here. After begging for weeks and weeks to finally be able to return, we were given the go-ahead. Brother Rice basketball had a very successful year and made it all the way to the regional semifinals before losing to UAD 33-32. Hockey also had an amazing year, winning their Division II state title on a last-second goal to win the game. As spring approached, St. Brennan was able to take the Band of Brothers championship for the first time in school history. And finally, it came at a time where we had to say goodbye to our seniors. At least they were able to finish off with prom and graduation. Overall, this has been a crazy year. Definitely one to remember.
As many of us already know, Brother Rice is undergoing massive changes to very dated facilities within our school. However, this isn't a small task. The process of construction being undergone at Brother Rice as we speak is extremely exciting for staff members and students alike, and has been a long time coming in the eyes of many. What exactly do these updates entail? Leave it to Chieftain Live's Latha Saf to have your questions answered.
With the year coming to an end, students are wondering what changes they might see next year, but with the uncertainty of COVID procedures, many don't know what to look forward to. Thankfully, with the help of various generous donors, the school will be going under major renovations, specifically in the ARC as well as the locker rooms. But what will those changes look like?
So the Center for Learning and Achievement, the ARC will now be known as the Center for Learning and Achievement. Within the Center for Learning and Achievement will be 4 institutes.
Each of these areas have their own distinct uses that can be used for a variety of usages.
The Institute for Academic Success, one of the staples there will be the Achieve Plus Center and the work that Mrs. Byer does. And then we're looking to expand some of our academic support for all of our students. We're going to have the Institute for Leadership, which will house our leadership programming at Brother Rice. It's going to be a very special place with a lot of technology, a lot of upgraded furniture. I think you guys will really like that. The Institute for Innovation and Entrepreneurship This will be a place for the Chieftain Live to have their studio. We'll have some podcasting rooms. The feel for that particular institute will be very much Silicon Valley, what it might be like to work at Google or Facebook. And then the Institute for Character and Citizenship. This will be a kind of a traditional classroom setting that you would see at an Ivy League institution, maybe a UD Mercy, a University of Michigan, Michigan State.
What students, and more importantly athletes, are more excited for is the improved locker rooms that haven't been upgraded since the school first opened 60 years ago.
I think the locker room, from what I hear, has been well received. I think that'll be very, very popular.
However, none of this would be possible with the help of the various generous donors to Brother Rice.
Yeah, so we've been really blessed. You know, to date, Mr. Manganello has named the Institute for Leadership. Mr. Wojcik has named the Institute for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, and we might have some things coming down the road. Just stay tuned for that stuff.
Thank you, Brother Rice donors, for your generous donations. This wouldn't be possible without you. The arriving freshmen and the returning students are all excited and thankful for the opportunity of using the new facilities. It will be a meaningful mark for Brother Rice's pride and history.
Whether you're a junior looking to take an ACT soon, or a sophomore looking to get a head start on the exam, ACT prep courses serve as the first step towards improving your overall score. However, for you freshmen out there, we've got some good news, as Don Tez covers the new replacement for the computer apps course that everyone knows about.
Brother Rice is known for motivating their students to reach their maximum potential. In the 2021-22 school year, there will be a new mandatory class for all sophomores to keep their learning going. It's called the Mastery Skills course, and it's a class that helps prep the students for the ACT. Many of you sophomores are probably curious, and this leads to the following question. What are students going to be doing in this class?
So Master Skills course is a new course at Brother Rice, and basically it's an ACT prep class, which focuses on study skills, focuses on strategies for doing well on the ACT, and also content.
The class is set up so 10th graders will rotate between one of the 3 teachers teaching the course, Miss Deeb for math, Mrs. Clowender with science, and Miss News for the English and writing.
The students will come in and they will simply be learning skills about the ACT test, and especially for my English, they'll be learning about different grammar skills or questions that they could see on the ACT.
I think Mastery Skills is going to help me in the future by helping my ACT scores and helping me prepare and get ready for them.
With Brother Rice being known for their excellence in academics, this class is perfect for students looking to get that edge on the ACT.
Spring sports are finally back for the first time in 2 years, and they've been making great progress this season despite the unusually cold temperatures this May. If you've been out of touch with the current happenings of spring sports, don't fret. Brandon Consolo's got your back with his spring sports progress report.
School year is almost at its end, and the spring sports season is wrapping up. 4 sports cap off the Brother Rice school year: baseball, track and field, golf, and lacrosse. Today, we will be going over how each team is doing this season. Now, let's get into it. Starting off the day, the golf team. Notable golfers such as sophomore Lorenzo Pinelli, who is ranked 2nd in Michigan for his age, and senior Colin O'Rourke, who recently hit a hole-in-one and has signed with Dayton University for golf, make up the team.
So this year, the Brother Rice varsity golf team has been doing really well. We've won all our Catholic League matches, so that's really good. And we've won a couple tournaments, but we haven't won all of them, so that's a good sign. And just to prove we've done good, one of our players has already gotten hole-in-one, so hopefully we can get more.
Moving on, Brother Rice track and field is undefeated outside of Catholic League, is looking to compete for a state championship.
Had some really outstanding runners this year with Doty, Kolak and Area, Joe Shia, Henry Moran. We're undefeated out of the Catholic Leagues so far, and basically we're just looking to take the next step and see what we can do at states.
So far, Brother Rice has had a great baseball season despite a young roster with 7 freshmen. They've earned 2 wins over rival Catholic Central, a winning record, and likely a chance to make a deep run in the state tournament.
It's been really fun so far. We're 12-3 in the Catholic League, not too shabby. We got a lot of young guys with a lot of potential, and I'm really excited to see where the season goes. We got a couple guys that are committed, Jake Coulter to Kentucky and Blaise Wilsinski to TCU. And I'm really excited to see where the season goes.
Cap off this segment, let's go over Brother Rice's winningest sports program, the lacrosse team. Brother Rice lacrosse's roster is absolutely stacked for this year, featuring 2 Canisius College commits, Lance Williams and Tommy Coons, as well as Penn commit Paulie Fortino. So far, Brother Rice is undefeated against teams in the state of Michigan, with the highlight of their season being a 9-1 win over rival Catholic Central.
Yeah, we've had a pretty good season so far. Cut 2 out-of-state losses, but a bunch of really good in-state games that we've won. We got a lot of senior leadership, good chemistry. Juniors are helping out, and sophomores are helping out as well.
So far, all 4 of the spring sports teams at Brother Rice are doing very well. Soon, playoffs will begin, so make sure to cheer on your classmates as they compete for the state championship.
With COVID vaccines rolling out, regardless of how you feel about them, our world finally seems to be approaching a long-lost sense of normalcy that our community has yearned for the longest time now. However, there is still no telling whether or not we will still be in masks for the next school year. Regardless, will masks still be in style by the time we come back next fall? Here's Eric Stottery with the answer.
What it do, Rice Crew, it's your boy D on the mic. Today, we will be interviewing faculty, staff, and students and getting their thoughts and opinions on masks, whether or not we will be wearing them next year.
I hope that we're back to no masks next year. Obviously, a lot depends on the virus and how things are going.
Of course, I don't know for sure. I hope so. It'll all depend on whether we all get vaccinated. I think that's what's going to be the issue, and I hope that we continue to be cooperative with that.
I think that probably at the beginning of the year we'll be forced to wear masks, and then as the year goes on, my guess is probably leading into winter, restrictions will probably be lifted around there.
Most likely, I guess. I don't think the CDC is going to let up at all, but I mean, hopefully we won't have to wear masks, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have to. I don't think it's like they're going to change the rules at all.
Oh, no doubt. 100%. 100%.
And why do you say that?
Because COVID's not going away.
So what do you think's going to happen? You think that it might get lifted at all eventually next year?
I mean, eventually, but not anytime soon.
Really want to. I know a lot of other people don't. I think it's just dependent on what we're told to do.
With the amount of answers I got from the faculty, staff, and student members, and the variety of answers I got, I can infer a main theme. The command to wear masks next school year will still be enforced early in the year, but eventually the command to wear those masks will be lifted. As of right now, with that being said, the move is patience, Rice Crew. Until then, peace.
One of the biggest identifying qualities of Brother Rice are our stellar sports teams. For about 60 years now, Brother Rice has been a powerhouse in several sports in all seasons of the year. Luke Nelson is here to bring you back in time to some of the best iconic sports moments in Brother Rice history.
Since the founding of Brother Rice 60 years ago, we have been dominating athletically and academically. With the 2021 school year being the school's 60th anniversary, it's only right to talk about the school's greatest sports moments. At number 5, from 1992 to 2017, the Brother Rice swim team won 26 straight Catholic League titles in a row, many of which Brother Rice was favored to lose. The most memorable was 2000. After beating U of D in the league meet, they were going into states, picked to place 5th, behind U of D. They worked through adversity and won another title for our school. At number 4, in the 2021 state finals for hockey, Brother Rice was in a dogfight with Byron Center. The game was tied at 1, with neither team showing any leeway. After 2 deflected shots, Alec Hamady sunk the game winner with 6.7 seconds left, giving the hockey program their 6th state championship. At number 3, in the 2019 lacrosse finals, the Warriors were tied with our rivals Catholic Central. Late in the 4th, after timeout, the Warriors missed their shot to put them ahead. Justin Glad chased, and with 8 seconds left, he took the game into his own hand and scored the game winner. At number 2, in the 2013 matchup between Brother Rice and De La Salle, the Warriors were down in the 4th and were sacked on what would have been the last play of the game. However, QB Alex Malzone was able to get the ball away. U of M bound Alex Malzone threw an absolute bomb to the corner of the end zone to Jason Alessi, as Brother Rice continued their undefeated season by defeating the Pilots of De La Salle. At number 1, we have football legend Al Fracasa's final undefeated season and last game on the sideline. The Warriors beat Muskegon 38-14 and finished 10th overall in the country. Fracassa ended his career with 430 wins and 10 state titles.
That's all we have for you today, Brother Rice. Make sure to tune in next time for more entertaining content like this in the near future. And don't forget to follow us on your preferred social media platform for exclusive, never-before-seen Chieftain Live content. My name is Braden Willis, and have a great summer.